Okay, this is going to be an interesting little video. With this one, I just thought I'd talk about the topic of what do you want to be? Basically, like, what do you want to be in life? Because we grow up in a world where everybody comes up, and from a young age, you have all these dreams and aspirations, or you might just follow the line and follow your family, follow everybody else. But um, life's full of all these check boxes of things you want to do. In today's world, more than ever, I feel, at least in the modern Western world, where there's these ideals that people strive to achieve. One of the first ones is to get educated, normally to get a degree. That is how it shows itself in today's society. And then after that, after getting a degree, then it's all about looking at a career, which basically for most people a career would be a rewarding, high-paying job as such. And then maybe they'll look to find, somebody to fall in love, find a partner, and start a family. Of course, life, being as real as it is, it doesn't always work out for everyone. For some people, it might. They might live the whole life living the dream, and if they do, kudos to them. Because the thing is with life, it's all about risks. In the respect of like when you enter into a relationship, it's a risk. You don't know if it's going to pay off or not. Just like a job, you don't know if it'll last 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. You just don't know. You don't even know if your life's going to be like that, let alone, a job, a career, or a relationship. And then, it's like a lot of people, I think that some of the main check boxes, a lot of people seem to chase marriage as well. And I mean, for me personally, things like that, I've done pretty much everything I want to do, but marriage is something that I've never bothered. I've never really been driven to want to do. There are other things, and this is where it's different. We all have our individual check boxes about what we want to do to make our lives successful. But then that's interesting because it gets onto the topic of like what is being successful in life. Some people don't do any of what I've mentioned. Some people don't have any of what I've mentioned. For other people, an achievement, a goal might be, getting educated, getting a good career, getting married, having a family, and then possibly retiring early. I think that's kind of what a lot of people kind of chase in life for the most part, the most big goals. And of course, being human, a lot of people like to kind of have things to kind of impress others, really, which is a bit sad, but it's the way that society is kind of geared up and orientated. And then it makes me kind of think, well, what is being successful? What is living a successful life? Is it having lots of materialistic things? For some people it may be. Is it having a family? For some people it may be. Is it being married? For some people it may be. Or educated, so on, I think one that does resonate with me, especially at my age now, would be the retirement. If you could, I'm approaching 50. If you could, to retire in your 50s is a great thing. I don't know if that'll be something that'll materialise for me, but it's one of those things I've just got to see going forwards. Now's the kind of time when if you are doing anything, you've got to start putting things into place. Well, ideally before, really. If I could, it's one thing. If I could go back, I think I'd start to kind of, plough it into pension plans a bit more if I was younger, and other things as well, certain other investments. But again, it's one of those things. Everybody can speak from hindsight. If the thing is, if you was going to speak purely from hindsight, then you'd say, oh well, I'd go back to like the 90s, and buy Bitcoin when it was in its infancy, and just end up with millions and just retire on that. But we do hindsight's always 20/20, as they always say. So yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's just life. But this is, what the question I'd like to ask any of you that may be watching this video, especially if you've made it this far, is what to you would you class as a successful life? Achievement wise, I mean, even living to an old age is kind of like an achievement. But again, it's one of those things where you don't really get to choose so much in life because that's just how life works. So, yeah, I mean, let me know your thoughts below if you've watched this far. And if you're interested, because it'd be very interested to find out other people's opinions on this. The two main things: what is important to you, what do you see as a successful life, as well as, I mean, cause it's very interesting. You'll have one person that could do absolutely everything, another person that does absolutely nothing. Kind of to a lot of people's viewpoint, waste their life. They don't get educated, they don't get married, they don't work, etc., etc., etc. And a lot of people would look at those and think, oh, well, they've just wasted their life kind of thing. But the thing is that a waste, because either way, it comes to the same conclusion. You're born, you live your life for whatever period of time we have, and then you die. And anything you've done or anything you've not done at that point kind of becomes a bit irrelevant, So, yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing to think about. I just thought I'd do a little video about it. Just purely because it's a bit of an interesting topic. I suppose everybody might have a different perspective on this. These days people tend to have different perspectives about most things. Like, for example, politically, they'll have different opinions, and as well as not only politically, but anything that's going on in the public arena, like anything that's happening in the world that's in the news, that's reported. Usually there's different sides to every situation, and everybody has their own different opinions about, what's right and what's wrong, basically. So, yeah, it'd be great to get a bit of feedback on this one. I'm going to call it here because I don't want to make it too long of a video. But yeah, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you like my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Either way, thanks for watching.